Quadruple header on Showtime from the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. I'm going to talk about the main event of that card. It is a rematch between junior welterweight title holder Danny Garcia from Philadelphia. He's taken on the legend, the future Hall of Famer Erick El Terrible Morales. This is a rematch in the first fight that took place in March down in Houston, Texas. Morales, he did not make the weight, was stripped of his title the day before the fight. Garcia wound up winning the vacant title. It was a good performance. He dropped Erick Morales in the 11th round of that fight. There was no controversy. It was a clean win, but a pretty good fight. And now, because Morales had a rematch clause, which allowed Garcia to take an interim bout, which he did this past summer, and of course, if you're a boxing fan, you know he scored a big knockout against Amir Khan to unify two of the belts, and Morales then exercised his rematch clause, and so now we're sort of stuck with this rematch that nobody in particular is asking for, but it was sort of the obligation of Danny Garcia to give him the rematch based on him giving him the first fight and signing that contract. So it probably will be another good fight. I don't know if it's going to be a barn burner because Erick Morales is now just a little bit older. Remember, he's 36 years old. Danny Garcia is young and in his, not even maybe in his prime yet, at age 24. He's undefeated. You have to look at this fight as another probably victory for Danny Garcia. To me, the question is not about whether Danny Garcia wins and maybe retires Erick Morales, who talked about retirement after their first fight. To me, this is about, can Danny Garcia go in there and do something even more impressive than he did in the first fight, which would be, of course, to maybe stop Erick Morales, to make it an even more definitive victory than the first time around. And then if he's able to do that, then you move on to some of the other names in his weight class, whether it's a Lamont Peterson fight, a Zav Judah fight. The fight, of course, I'd love to see in that weight class. It's a makeable fight because they have the same promoter at Golden Boy. Love to see Danny Garcia extend the opportunity to the big banger, Lucas Matisse. That would be an excellent fight. But right now, Danny Garcia's got to concentrate on Erick Morales, who will be in the Hall of Fame someday. But I don't know if he's at his best anymore. It looks like this is the end of the road for Erick Morales on Saturday night.